Archangel Michael says, the shadow you felt around you is not imagination. A truth that has been hidden in silence is now being forced into the light. The steps you hear when you are alone, the sudden silence that follows your laughter, it is all a sign of a presence you never invited. This is not random, nor is it small. The eyes that have lingered on you are carrying an intention that heaven refuses to let remain hidden. What has been whispered in the dark will now echo so loudly you will not be able to deny it. The veil is being torn open, and what was done behind closed doors is about to be revealed without warning. Someone thought you would never find out, but their mistake was believing heaven would stay silent. Every corner of your life is being watched closer than you realize, and what they planned against you is no longer safe. The exposure will be sudden, and the shock will leave you breathless. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The spirit world has been restless because your name has been carried into dangerous conversations. Your kindness was seen as weakness, and your patience was mistaken for ignorance. But the truth is, heaven has been documenting every detail. You may have noticed how strange coincidences have increased around you. The same people circling back, the same faces appearing at odd times, the same messages coming in strange patterns. It is all a signal that their hidden work is collapsing. Archangel Michael says, do not let fear overwhelm you, because the very act of exposure is divine protection. The one who thought they could deceive you has been caught in their own web. This revelation will not come in whispers, it will arrive like a storm that cannot be ignored. And when it comes, you will see that your instincts were right all along. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The unsettling feeling you have had recently is not paranoia, it is discernment. Heaven has been pressing on your spirit so that you would not ignore the signs. What you sense is real, and the one hiding in plain sight is about to tremble. They never imagined that their private actions would be dragged into the open. They counted on your silence, your trust, your willingness to forgive endlessly. But the time for mercy has expired, and the truth will now speak louder than their lies. Someone is preparing to confess, not because they want to, but because circumstances will force it out of them. Their mask is slipping, and every attempt to hold it in place is failing faster than they can repair it. The shock will not be in their actions, it will be in how long they have been watching you, studying you, preparing a plan in silence. The revelation will be like a mirror shattering. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The exposure will come from a source you never expected. A conversation you weren't supposed to overhear, a message not meant for your eyes, a slip of the tongue too heavy to retract. That is how heaven will make sure you see the truth. You are not powerless in this moment, you are chosen. The very reason this information is being revealed is because you have been marked for divine favor. The enemy's watchful eye has no power against the hand of God. The tension in the atmosphere is building. That uneasy energy, that strange shift in the room when you walk in, is the world preparing for your moment of discovery. They know something is about to fall apart, but they don't know how quickly it will happen. Archangel Michael says, every hidden detail will be brought into the light at the appointed time, and nothing will be able to cover it back up. This is your moment of divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The night around you has been carrying a silence that is not ordinary. It is the silence of eyes watching, of someone hiding their breath just long enough to escape notice. You may not have seen them clearly, but their presence is etched into the air. The walls themselves feel heavy, as if they have absorbed whispers you were never meant to hear. Every step you take echoes louder than it should, warning you that you are not alone in your own space. This is the unseen weight pressing down on you. There are patterns in the way this person moves, patterns only heaven could expose. Their shadow lingers in the corner of your life, hoping you remain blind to their game. But blindness is not your destiny, awakening is. Archangel Michael says, the time has come for their hidden plans to unravel. They cannot hold the mask in place any longer, and what they tried to conceal is now burning to be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Someone has been storing secrets like weapons, thinking silence would protect them. Yet the very silence they counted on is what is betraying them now. What they whispered is echoing back louder than they ever intended. Their hands are trembling because truth is heavier than lies. No matter how they try to hold it back, the cracks are forming in their story. Soon it will collapse like a fragile wall struck by lightning. You will see with your own eyes what you have only felt in your spirit. The moment of exposure will be sudden, and it will sting like cold fire. This is heaven's justice making its move. The revelation will not destroy you, it will free you. What was meant to trap you is turning into your shield. What was meant to shame you will instead lift your name higher. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This person underestimated the power of your spirit. They believed you were easy to mislead, easy to betray, easy to control. But your silence was not weakness, it was waiting. And now, the waiting is over. The heaviness you've been carrying is about to lift, and it will happen the very moment their mask falls away. The truth will slice through the darkness like a sword. You are not standing in fear, you are standing in revelation. Every trembling step they take will lead them closer to being caught. They will not escape what heaven has written. Archangel Michael says, their own words will expose them. The truth will spill from their own mouth, and even they will not be able to stop it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The atmosphere around you is shifting, and you can feel it deep within your chest. The kind of weight that makes your heart beat louder when you are alone. That weight is proof that the truth is close. They never thought you would notice the clues. The faint sound of a door, the slight delay in a message, the strange timing of their arrival. Every moment has been part of the hidden puzzle. But puzzles never stay broken forever. Sooner or later, all the pieces come together in a way no one can deny. That is exactly what is happening for you right now. What was being kept in darkness is being pushed violently into the light. Every secret has an expiration date, and theirs has just run out. The exposure will be undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You will see their hands shake when the truth slips from them. Their words will betray them before they even realize what they are saying. They will not be able to hold the lie much longer. The fear they once wanted you to feel has now turned against them. Their nights are restless, their steps are unsteady, and their soul knows that judgment has come. They cannot outrun what heaven has written. Archangel Michael says, their watchful eye is being turned back on them. The very act of spying is the reason their downfall has begun. They were digging a pit for you, but they are the ones falling into it. The whispers will become screams. The hidden truth will turn into thunder in the middle of silence. Everyone will hear, and there will be no more shadows to hide in. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You will not only survive this, you will rise above it. What was sent to break you will only prove how chosen you are. The eyes that watched you will now look at you with fear. This person believed they were in control. They thought every step was part of their plan. But heaven had already written a greater story, and that story does not end with you defeated. The reveal will happen when you least expect it. A sudden message, a sudden phone call, or a sudden confession will leave you frozen in shock. But then, clarity will wash over you. The clarity will be painful, but it will also be freeing. You will know who is truly for you and who has been pretending. This is a divine separation. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Their exposure will carry proof that cannot be denied. You will see evidence that even they cannot explain away. The lies will collapse under their own weight. Your strength will increase the moment the truth comes out. All the doubts you carried will be replaced by certainty. What you felt but could not prove will stand clear before you. The watchers are nervous now. They know heaven has turned the light directly on them. Their confidence is broken, and their plans are shattered. Archangel Michael says, you are surrounded by angels who are guarding you in this moment. Even when eyes of envy try to follow you, the eyes of heaven protect you more fiercely. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The air feels heavier when they are near. You may not see their eyes, but you can feel their presence like a shadow pressed against your back. That weight is proof they are still watching. Every secret glance, every hidden step, has been marked. Their obsession with keeping you in the dark has turned into their own prison. They can no longer hide in silence. You were never meant to live in fear. That is why heaven has allowed the truth to break open. The exposure will burn brighter than their lies ever did. The night will not protect them anymore. Even in the silence of darkness, their hidden deeds will be shouted into light. Their time of secrecy has ended. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You have felt the unease for weeks. The way certain people appear out of nowhere, the way messages don't add up, the way conversations feel rehearsed. All of it has been preparing you for this reveal. Their mask is cracking with every passing day. What they tried to stitch together with lies is unraveling faster than they imagined. Their own fear is betraying them now. Soon, you will not need to guess. The truth will stand in front of you so clearly that your spirit will finally be at peace. This is divine confirmation. Archangel Michael says, the watchers will tremble when they realize you are protected. Their plan has already failed, and they are being exposed even while they still think they are safe. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Their downfall will not be silent. It will come with noise, with cracks in their voice, with evidence they cannot bury. Everyone will see what was truly happening behind the curtain. You are about to step into clarity that will shock you. The veil will be lifted, and the truth will stand naked before you. Nothing can cover it again. The moment they see you know the truth, their eyes will widen in fear. They will realize the power has shifted, and you are no longer blinded. That is the moment of your victory. Do not fear the exposure, it is not sent to harm you. It is sent to release you from the chains of deception that try to hold you down. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. This revelation is not random, it is divine timing. Heaven waited until now because you are strong enough to see clearly. Your spirit is ready for this moment. The one who watched you believed they were clever. They thought their eyes could follow you without being noticed. But their presence is being dragged into the light. What they tried to hide in shadows will be projected onto every wall. Their whisper will turn into a shout, and their hidden step will become exposed footsteps. Nothing will be left buried. And when you see it, you will understand why you felt unsettled all this time. Your instincts were never wrong. They were warnings from heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. The one who has been watching you is losing control. Their eyes are restless, their steps uneven, and their silence is starting to scream louder than their words. They know the end of their hiding has arrived. Every lie has a breaking point. Theirs is cracking open right in front of them. They are powerless to stop the truth that is rushing forward. You may not realize it yet, but their secret is already being whispered by forces beyond their reach. Heaven has carried your name into protection, and no shadow can erase it. The watchers are being unmasked. The moment you least expect, a detail will slip. A message will appear, a call will come, or an encounter will unfold that reveals everything. That will be your confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Do not fear what is being revealed. For though the truth will sting, it will also heal. You will finally see who stood in light and who lived in shadows. They underestimated your strength. They believed you would be crushed by the truth. But instead, you will rise even higher once the weight is lifted. Archangel Michael says, your spirit has been trained for this moment. What they plotted in silence will now bring them shame in the open. The eyes that spied on you are about to shut in defeat. The revelation is not the end of you, it is the beginning of your freedom. Once the exposure happens, you will never again carry the same fear. You will walk in clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The walls around you have absorbed their secrets. The ground beneath you has felt their footsteps. Even nature knows what they tried to hide. But creation itself has turned against their silence. The truth is echoing louder with each passing moment. Their own shadow is betraying them. There will come a day very soon when you look back and realize this was necessary. Without exposure, you would have stayed bound. With it, you are free. They thought you would never find out. They believed heaven would remain quiet. But silence is broken, and their secret is collapsing. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You will feel it like a storm rushing through your life. Sudden, undeniable, unstoppable. That is how the exposure will strike. Their name will be spoken in places they never intended. Their face will be revealed in ways they cannot control. What was private will become public. And you, instead of breaking, will stand taller. Your strength will surprise even you. The very pain of betrayal will transform into power. This is not just revelation, it is elevation. You are being lifted into a new season where no hidden watcher can hold you down again. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The truth is circling closer with every heartbeat. You can almost feel the moment approaching, like thunder rolling before lightning strikes. Nothing will stop it now. They are restless because their cover is slipping. Their every move is being watched back by heaven. The watcher has become the one exposed. Your nights of unease were not without reason. They were signals, whispers from the spirit realm telling you to prepare. That is why the air has been so heavy. And now the weight is shifting. The burden is lifting. The reveal is moments away. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Their shadow has followed you into rooms, into conversations, into moments meant to be private. But shadows cannot last in the light. Their presence is about to scatter like smoke. The mask they wear is cracking in front of others. The lies they repeated with confidence now sound shaky and hollow. Everyone around them is beginning to notice. Archangel Michael says, "You are not alone in this unveiling." Angels are standing by to make sure nothing is hidden any longer. The truth will be undeniable. What they meant for control will backfire. What they meant for harm will turn into your strength. Their downfall is tied to your rising. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. A message will arrive that shakes your world. It will not be soft, it will cut through every doubt you had. That message is heaven's proof. It may come as a screenshot, a recording, or words spilled by accident. But when it comes, you will know it is real. You will feel the confirmation in your spirit. They will try to cover it up, but it will be too late. The truth will already be in your hands. The power will no longer belong to them. The watchers will tremble, because their secrets have betrayed them. They thought silence would protect them, but silence has turned into exposure. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You have carried pain in silence, but soon you will carry strength in clarity. This moment will flip everything you thought you lost. What was broken will finally make sense. Your discernment was never wrong. Every shiver, every pause, every strange coincidence, it was all pointing toward this. Heaven was showing you long before it arrived. The betrayal they hid is now their chain. They are bound by the very trap they set for you. They cannot run from exposure. Soon, you will watch them stumble with their own words. Their excuses will collapse. Their eyes will betray their fear. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The tension around you is no longer hidden. Even the air feels heavier when certain people step near. It is the invisible weight of their guilt pressing into the atmosphere. They know the exposure is coming. They can sense the walls closing in. Their secrets are too fragile to survive another day in silence. Your life is shifting into clarity. All the confusion they created is about to dissolve in a single moment. You will no longer be left guessing. This is not just about betrayal, it is about revelation. What they tried to keep buried will now rise like fire through stone. The truth will burn through everything. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. The watchers are already stumbling. Their actions don't align, their voices crack, their eyes dart too quickly. Every detail is betraying them. Archangel Michael says, this exposure is heaven's justice. It is not punishment for you, it is protection. The truth must come forward so you can be free. Your freedom is tied to their downfall. The very thing they wanted to use against you will destroy their control. You will walk away lighter. There is no corner dark enough for them to hide in. Heaven's light is too strong. Their shadow will collapse. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. You will see evidence fall into your hands without warning. Proof will come to you from unexpected sources. Even strangers may carry fragments of their exposure. Their silence will not protect them anymore. Their whispers will be louder than shouts once revealed. They cannot stop what is written. Every plan they made against you has already failed. Their watching eyes will soon turn downward in shame. They will face the consequence of their hidden actions. And you will stand unshaken. Stronger than before, clearer than ever, unbound by the weight of their deception. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. This is the turning point in your story. A moment where the hidden becomes the seen, and the unseen becomes undeniable. You were chosen to survive this moment. The heaviness in your spirit has been preparation. Heaven was building your strength, preparing your heart, sharpening your eyes. You are ready now. When the truth strikes, it will be like thunder. Sudden, unstoppable, impossible to silence. The whole atmosphere will shift. You will walk away knowing who you are and what you carry. Their exposure is your release. Their downfall is your rising. Type Amen to get blessing 2929.